As a practitioner that sees clients one to one every day for over 22 years and a developer of a mental health and spiritual integrative support app, what I'm about to share is verifiably true and full of facts that should make us all hyper aware. Based on Scott Galloway's findings, the main point is pretty straightforward. The mental health crisis isn't mostly about a lack of therapy. It's mostly about money stress, loneliness, and the fact that a lot of the old ways we used to cope church, bars, big friend groups, family nearby have basically disappeared. Therapy can be helpful for some people, no question, especially the roughly 1 in 4 adults dealing with real mental illness. But it's been turned into this mandatory first step for everyone, almost like a luxury product. The message online is you can't date, you can't be happy, you can't even really live until you've spent years and thousands of dollars working on yourself. And that's starting to feel off. A lot of the happiest countries in the world don't have therapy on every corner. They have strong safety nets, affordable housing, universal health care, higher wages, or super tight family and community bonds. When people aren't constantly worried about losing everything, their mental health tends to be a lot better. Meanwhile, social media is flooded with therapy language, boundaries, attachment styles, trauma, self-care, and most of it comes from people who are actually doing fine. A huge percentage of the mental health advice on TikTok and Instagram is misleading or flat out wrong, but it spreads because vulnerability gets clicks and likes. On the access side, the US actually has plenty of therapists overall, more than doctors or dentists per capita. The real problem is distribution and cost. Rural areas have almost none, most don't take insurance, and if you're on Medicaid or Medicare, you're often out of luck. If you've got money, therapy is as easy as booking a workout class. If you don't, good luck. There's also a growing gender gap. Women are twice as likely to get mental health treatment, partly because 3/4 of therapists are women, and a lot of guys just don't feel understood in those rooms. Young men in particular are falling behind faster than any other group. Education, jobs, relationships, suicide rates, and the loudest cultural voices either ignore them or blame them. So some of them end up drifting toward the only places that at least pretend to listen, even if those places are toxic. The piece ends with a pretty blunt line. Social media platforms and influencers make more money when people stay anxious and broken. The bigger fixes aren't another app or another $200 session. They're economic security, real-life community, fitness, taking social risks, and rebuilding the basic stuff that makes humans feel connected and safe. That's it in a nutshell. Thought it was a refreshingly non-ideological way to look at a conversation that usually gets very heated very fast. I'd love to know your thoughts. If you are curious about finding personalized support that has a foundation of relational neuroscience to support all working parts of the brain that are atrophied, and also an intuitive process to integrate the problem-solving you bring to each Oracle guide, then I'd love for you to experience the Light Between Oracle journey. Now until Christmas, I am offering a lifetime subscription for $42, which is a savings of $528. Hope to see you there.